Good morning, students. Our 12th standard biology, chapter 13, organisms and population. So far we have completed various topics in organisms and population. Today, growth models. What is meant by growth? The increasing in population, the increase in community in the natural environment, that is growth. But your 11th standard, growth is said to be is not a defining feature of living organism, because non-living organisms also grow, because mountains slowly grows and sandstones also slowly grows. Human beings also and other organisms, plants also slowly grows. So from that point, the growth is not regarded as a living feature. It's one of the living feature only, but it is not as a defining feature of living organisms. Now, growth models, how growth maybe occurs with the use of various models, various graph, how we formulate the growth models. So in this, normally growth models means two types of population growth is available in the nature. So normally in from the nature we learn various things. In nature the growth is normally automatically controlled by the producer, or maybe by the primary, or maybe in the secondary consumers. But in the human population, we know the enormous number of growth, the trillions of organisms and particularly human beings are formed every year in India as well as in the world. So we learn various lessons from the nature for how to control the population. In ecosystem, take one forest ecosystem, that is a natural ecosystem which is consist of abiotic and biotic components. In that abiotic and biotic components, normally biotic organisms growth is controlled. For example, grass population 1000 means, and the deer population only 50, and the lion population only 5. Accordingly, automatically the growth is controlled. But in a human population, due to more resources, the population is increased. So in this topic, we learn how growth is measured with the use of two models. One is exponential growth model, another one is logistic growth model. In the graph, exponential growth model as well as logistic growth model is available. So what is important for the growth? The resource, food and space. Suppose the availability of food is more and the availability of space also more, means automatically the organisms grow slowly and enormously increase by time. For example, if we put more nutrients to the culture medium in bacterium in the laboratory, we take a petri dish, we add some nutrient medium, that is the substances important for the bacterium growth, then we add some bacterium, so automatically bacterium multiply, then we add more nutrient medium, means, and the space also present, mean we convert into the plate like structure, mean the bacterium multiply, even we provide nutrients, automatically bacterium multiply pannite. So that is source. So if we add source, and the source and the space is unlimited, means the organisms multiply and population also increasing. Suppose we restrict the supply of nutrient, we restrict the supply of food to the bacteria, means automatically after some time the bacterium growth will reduced or maybe in the same state. So only the food and space availability, only the population growth. For example, why the human population is increasing? Because the food availability is more for the human population, and space availability also more because the land area is more. And if you suppose it's congested, means we build a building with apartments. So with the use of space ability of more, medicinal facilities also more, and nutrient food materials. We produce various hybrid plants and produce food. So food and space availability is enormous, means automatically the organism population also day by day, year by year increasing. So enormously increased. Then we calculate the exponential growth. Exponential growth means this is nothing but this is a graph. Actually the graph shows two plots. The A is represents exponential growth curve and the B is represents logistic growth curve. In a single graph we calculate exponential growth curve and plot the logistic growth curve also. In a graph, the logistic growth curve and the exponential growth curve is present. What is meant by exponential growth curve? So exponential growth curve means if plot a growth in a graph, x-axis is actually time. If increasing in time, then the y-axis is actually increasing in population density. So time increase population density also increase in the A curve. That is actually exponential growth curve, that is J-shaped curve. The population, for example, 1 year, the population density of tiger 5. Then the next year, second year, population density of a tiger 10. Then the third year, population density of a tiger 20. And the fourth year, population density of the tiger 50. So the population density by timing increase the population density, population growth also increase, means that is actually what curve? That is exponential growth curve, J-shaped curve. In the natural environment, but the exponential growth curve is not possible. Suppose we are providing nutrients in the bacterium, in the laboratory condition, we provide nutrients means automatically the growth will increase, the population density will increase. So we provide nutrients and space. Suppose we stop providing the nutrients means automatically the population size will slowly decreasing, population density is slowly decreasing, not a increasing order. So in a natural habitat, the exponential growth curve is not possible. Okay, so in the next class only logistic growth curve, I give an explanation only about exponential growth curve. Okay, what is meant by exponential growth curve? When a growth curve occurs, when the time increasing, automatically the population density also increased, means the graph is said to be a exponential growth curve. Increase population. For example, human population slowly increasing year by year, slowly increase. That is the example for human population. Is example for exponential growth curve. So exponential growth curve is A is actually exponential growth curve. Its formula, they are calculating the exponential growth curve is dn by dt equal to Rn. Okay, what is how the formula is derived? So the population size n, population size is n, is actually density in the previous class, and birth rate we considered B. B is nothing but birth rate, number of birth in a particular time, that is birth rate, and the death rate is regarded as D, number of death in a particular time, that is death rate. Then the increase or decrease in the n, population density during the particular time. We calculate the density, population density in a particular time with the use of dn by dt. That is actually dn by dt is nothing but population density and dt means time. So in a particular time, how we calculate the population density? Okay. And B minus D, birth minus death. For example, birth 100, death 10. So into n. N means what? N means natural increasing. The natural population size is actually natural. N means is nothing but population size. So in B, birth minus death, we considered as a R. Instead of B minus D, we put R means then formula will change. dN by dt, B minus D தான் நீங்க R convert பண்ணிட்டோம்ல, consider it. Then Rn. So அப்ப dN by dt equal to Rn. In R அப்படிங்கிறது என்ன மீனிங்னா intrinsic rate of natural increase. Intrinsic rate of natural increase means naturally the organism has capacity to raise their population during asexual or due to sexual reproduction. That's R. R is nothing but intrinsic rate of natural increase. So in the mass aspects dou W adala kekka maatanga. For biology aspects we memorize the formula and what are all the explanation of the particular words and the letters for the formula. So according to this only questions may ask. So in the question in our board exam, how exponential growth curve is measured? With the use of dash formula, exponential growth curve is measured. The expansion of the formula and draw a growth curve model of exponential growth curve. Only this A only actually exponential growth curve. That is actually B is logistic growth curve. In the next section I explain. The first one is exponential growth curve. So when a population is increasing by day, increasing year by year means without any affection, without any we provide nutrients, we provide food materials, we provide space for the organism growth. Mean normally organism size, organism density, population density slowly increasing. So on the particular increase achana, the particular growth curve is exponential growth curve. But in reality, in natural habitat, exponential growth curve is not possible in the natural habitat, because in a natural habitat, due to seasonal fluctuation, due to rainfall pattern, the food availability and the space availability is restricted. So in a natural habitat, exponential growth curve is not possible. Okay. In a population growth curve, we see an exponential growth curve. Population growth curve, with the use of population density, we make a graph. In that, some graph may be J-shaped. In some graph, population density graph may be sigmoid shape. So according to this shade, according to the shape, the growth curve is divided into two types. The first A1 is exponential growth curve and the second one is logistic growth curve. The first one is otherwise known as exponential or geometric growth curve. So population day by day, year by year increasing in increasing order only mean that is a population growth curve. Seriya? Then the population growth curve or particularly exponential growth curve, I give some examples of ratio of some growth curve. For example, Norway rat, the R value is 0.015 and the floor beetle meal in the maavu like wheat flour, some beetles, some insects are come, that is a floor beetle, is actually the R rate is 0.12. And in 1981, the human population, the R rate is actually 0.02. And so what is meant by R rate is nothing but simply birth minus death, birth rate minus death rate. For example, in a population 100 birth and in a population 20 death means that is birth minus death. Birth B means is not really birth, in a population means birth rate. B means birth rate and the D means death rate. Okay, the natality and the mortality. So in integral formula, suppose we know the basic calculus or integral formula means with the use of these we make a one formula for the geometrical or exponential growth curve. The formula is nt equal to n0 ERT. Nt means population density after time t, after the particular time. For example, we take a 1 year time. After the particular time, the nt value is what? Population density after the particular time. N0 means population at the time 0. In a population at density at time 0 அப்படின்னு சொன்னோம்னா that is N0. And RT means R means intrinsic rate of natural increase. Intrinsic rate of natural increase means இந்த R தான். Birth rate minus death rate. அதான் natural R. And E means the base of the natural logarithm. E is actually a base of the natural logarithm. And the T means time in a particular time. E means the base of natural logarithm, that is 2.71828, approximately 2.71. So then with the use of, we know the R value because with the use of birth rate and minus death rate we get the R value, and the E is normally natural 2.71, and the T means in timing of, for example, 1 year or maybe 1 month. And Nt means population density after the time t, and N0 means population density at time 0. With the use of these values, we calculate the Nt value. For example, or rat population in a forest. The N0 means the 100 rat are present in the starting time. In a forest, 100 rat is present. And R means birth and death, birth minus death. In a particular 1 year, we take a 1 year calculation. In initial of the year, the 100 is present at the N0. And R value means birth rate and minus death rate. Birth rate we calculate with the use of number of birth by initial value, and the death rate we calculate with the use of number of death by the initial value. So the date calculate பண்ணிடலாம். And the time means, for example, 1 year we taking as the time is, that is 1 year. So with the use of these and E value also instead பண்ணி we calculate means we get NT value, that is population exponential growth rate value after a time. NT means what? Population density after the time, or particular time kapra what is the NT value we get. Okay, this is simple calculation only. So in this in our board exam or maybe NEET yoga no calculation may come, only for your understanding purpose only. The formula we memorize the formula and we calculate the value of the particular formula and the expansion of the particular letters in the formula. This is enough for your biology aspects. Okay, so in this, with the use of this formula we calculate the population density after a particular time. Okay, yes, this is actually exponential growth curve, and in the graph the first A only it represents exponential growth curve. Next one is logistic growth curve. Now take your book. Now take your NCERT book, page number 230. A simple story related to the population density. A king and the minister sat for a chess game. The king, confident in winning the game, was ready to accept any bet proposed by the minister. The minister humbly said that if he won, he wanted only some wheat grains, the quantity of which is to be calculated by placing on the chessboard on 1 grain in square 1. In square 1, 1 grain, and square 2 is 2, square 3 is 4, then 8, 16, 32, 64. This like I need a grains அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு ministers explained. Okay, the particular king doubling each of the previous quantity of wheat on the next square until the 64 squares were filled. So in 64 போயிட்டே இருந்தனா it's take a huge amount, but with this unknowingly the king accepted the seemingly silly bet, but it started the game, but unluckily the minister won. So king felt that the fulfilling the minister bet was so easy, but he started with a single grain and the first square and proceeded to fill the other square following the minister's suggested procedure. But by the time of covering the half of the chessboard, the king realized to his dismay that all the wheat produced in the entire kingdom pooled together would still inadequate to cover the 64th square. So in the story inge edukku solranga for the single paramecium, for example, the single unicellular paramecium is a tiny paramecium with a binary fission, it is multiplied. So அப்படின்னு சொன்னா with a short period of time வச்சிட்டோம்னா doubling the numbers every day, and imagine what mind boggling population size it reached the 64 days on single paramecium. The same like chessboard game, one paramecium in one day it's converted into 2 paramecium with the use of binary fission, and the third day it is 4, then 8 and 64 and 120 like 124. So the மாதிரி போயிட்டே இருந்துச்சுன்னா after the 64 particular it is a huge population of paramecium may come. So it's a natural habitat like our logistic growth, or the not logistic exponential growth is not possible. In a natural habitat population increase ஆயிட்டே போச்சுன்னா என்ன ஆகும்? For example, Namakkal this year 1 lakh population, in the next year 2 lakhs population, the next year 4 lakhs, 8 lakhs, 16 lakhs. Day pochina within a short period of 10 years, how the population are in the Namakkal? So it is not possible. So in a population in a natural environment also is actually not follows the what? Exponential growth curve. Only logistic growth curve is applicable, because in naturally the organism slowly increasing day by day means within a particular span of time we not get any place for other organisms. Like other organism means all this organism, human population the same like exponential means within a short period of time it's human occupy all the places, other plants and animals no place for the other plants and animals. So this is actually exponential growth curve is not possible in the natural environment. Adha anga point. Individual binary fission and the 64 days provided food and space remain unlimited. Suppose space and food is unlimited means maybe grow, but in a certain period of time, it is after the certain period of time it is not possible to develop. So alternate growth curve is explained, that is logistic growth curve. In a logistic growth curve, actually we supply food in the natural habitat, the population is slowly, is a time increasing, population density also slowly increasing. On a particular time, after the particular time the population density slowly stagnant or slowly stable, it is maybe not increasing or maybe not decreasing. So that actually next curve, that is logistic growth curve. The first curve is exponential and geometric growth curve. Is it not possible in the natural habitat? Even in artificial habitat also is it not possible, because we not always providing nutrients to the organisms. In natural habitat only logistic growth curve is possible. Okay. So next one is logistic growth curve. So in previous class actually population growth curve, 2 models, one is exponential growth curve or geometrical growth curve. The growth is slowly increasing day by day and year by year without any restriction. The growth is increase, the value is calculated by dn by dt equal to rn. But in the next growth curve is logistic growth curve. This actually in your board exam, which growth curve is realistic? as compared to the two growth curve. Means the second one is realistic, because in a natural habitat the population density is increasing by day means it is not possible, because the food availability, the space availability only limited in the natural habitat. So due to more food availability are present means more number of species are formed. In between the species some competition occurs. Due to competition some organisms are destroyed and other competitively better organism, fitted organisms, they survive in the natural habitat. But in a natural realistic means in a natural habitat the only logistic growth curve is possible. Logistic growth curve means normally the population is slowly increasing by the time, and after a particular time period the population size is slowly stable. Afterwards the population will not increase. Okay, for example we provide more food to the deer. So in a natural habitat, due to monsoon or due to climatic conditions, more rainfall, due to more rainfall more grass availability is more, then automatically deer population is increased due to more availability of grass, and நல்லா eat பண்ணது, then reproduce and produce a more progeny. Even same like grass population increase ஆன மாதிரி and deer population increase ஆன மாதிரி, like grasshopper population, rabbit population, other herbivore population also increased. So between the deer and the grasshopper, between the deer and rabbit, and between the deer and the giraffe, various competition occurs. Automatically due to this competition and grass population is slowly reduced. Then automatically without grass population deer also slowly reduced. So in a natural habitat the limited supply of food only available. Maybe in a seasonal fluctuation during the season time the food availability is more in infinite, but in a normal situation this is finite. Okay, so this situation the automatically the population slowly is decreasing, and not decreasing means stable, it is maintained in the stable community. Okay, so the logistic growth curve is actually a realistic growth curve as compared to the exponential is artificial like, because nutrients and space availability is not available continuously for the naturally growing organism, and the fittest organism, fittest individual will survive and make progeny, produce more progeny. And the K value in this formula, the K is nothing but the carrying capacity of nature. Is natural. In natural, for example 1 kilometer of forest, in 1 kilometer of forest, that is carrying capacity means normally or 100 deers only present maximum. So on the natural habitat or particular capacity is present. More than beyond that the particular capacity of animals, this is not possible in the natural habitat. Automatically maybe any competition or maybe any earth quake or maybe any other natural calamities which reduce the population. So when population is slowly increasing means in a natural it controlled by the various factors like temperature, rainfall, and autumn and volcanic eruptions, maybe other factors also which influence the growth and development of the organisms in the natural. Okay, for example tiger population is day by day increasing means because due to availability of deer. So more deer is eaten by the tiger means the deer population is slowly decreasing. Automatically without deer the tiger and lion population also slowly decreasing. So initially maybe increase, but in finally after the particular period of time the population of the organism slowly stable, and the particular growth curve is nothing but logistic growth curve. Okay, so first initially lag phase, in the phase initially for the time increasing the population density also slowly increasing. This actually is lag phase. Initial in this initial area is lag phase. Then the exponential phase, the next category is acceleration. Acceleration means exponential, and the next one is log phase, is actually stable. Finally asymptote. Asymptote means இந்த மாதிரி it become stable. After that, the growth of the population is not increased, maybe not decreased, but it maintain the population rate in a particular time, a particular rate. So first, initially the growth of the population in the natural habitat is increased, that is lag phase, and then exponential phase, then the log phase, log phase. So in natural habitat, the second graph only is possible. The second graph is nothing but logistic growth curve. Population increase ஆயிட்டெல்லாம் போகாது, ஒரு particular stage அப்புறம் the population is slowly stable. Then, and this is actually World-Hearst Pearl logistic growth model. So maybe in your board exam, in 2 mark or maybe in 3 mark may also ask. So explain the World-Hearst Pearl logistic growth model. Growth model means in the second graph.